What it do, what it do. This is Glenn Andrews, representing that Heroes and Kings as usual. I haven't done one of these in a while, just kind of observing the world and taking care of family business, personal business, regular business, and just observing the world like everybody else, just trying to get through the daily, the monthly, the yearly. Man, I was doing a podcast and doing daily drops and really just talking to a lot of the guys at the gym too, and just really trying to put something out there as a black man in America. I just had my 61st birthday, so glad to still be able to wake up and be on this earth. Just had my physical, so that's one of the things you brothers got to do. Physical, colonoscopy, prostate, dental, eye. My next thing is going to the dentist and looking for another dentist, and that's something me and the wife was talking about. Just want to put these two quick things out there, and I see a lot. I've seen this situation with Shannon Sharp, the stuff with the election and all of that, but I also see this thing, what happened with Cam Newton and the Dr. Bryant. And I'll be married 27 years this October to Rena. And so no deal, none of that crap, none of that BS stuff that I see going on in the world. And here really going on in Atlanta. Some of the crazy things I hear from some of the young brothers and sisters that come into my gym and they come talk to me. I get that. I think is a new title. It's called Unc. When you get that title, that's something you can't call yourself. That's something younger folks call older folks as myself, and I get it. But two things that stood out to me as I was just kind of observing and watching stuff. I heard these. It was a panel of young men and young women, and these young brothers were discussing about how they need to ask for their space or ask for things and someone to let them be or let them do. And me as an active listener, that whole idea of, as you as an adult, and you asking someone to let you, it just kind of, my mind kind of like, wait a minute, you're a grown ass man. No one lets you. Your conversation, your existence starts with God first. No one lets you. You follow the rules of the land, you follow the laws of the world, you follow universal law, you follow whatever spiritual guidance, or if you're an atheist, whatever you do. But anything other than that existing on this planet is no one going to let you. So when I saw that little piece about let you, I tell young brothers, hey man, as a man, you're not asking permission to exist. You do what you want to do. You got to do the right thing. You got to be accountable. You got to be honorable. You got to be respectful. You got to be polite. You got to have etiquette. But as a man walking on this planet 10 toes down, no one lets you. Man, woman, black, white, Jew, Gentile. No one lets you. Your existence is between you and God and what you wake up and do every day. And hopefully you're doing that on the strength. So that was that thing. No one lets you do anything. You do what you want to do and you maximize your potential every day. And if someone get in your way, you either go around them, over them, or you go through them. Period. The second thing, this interview with Tyrese, and he's talking about the Jewish community does this, the Asian community does that, the Hispanic community does this, but what the black community, we don't stick together, we don't do this. That's a lie. That's a lie. We may not do it as much as other communities do, but that's a lie. I'm an HBCU graduate, a graduate of Morehouse College. Me getting through there was due to my Morehouse brothers. When I got my MBA, I had Sergeant Kenneth Townsend and Akhenaten Hotep, who runs Hustle University. Everything I've done with writing books, talking to people, getting in front of a bunch of folks and talking, wanting to be an entrepreneur, flipping that whole idea of your job is your side hustle and what you do creatively is what your job is, being an entrepreneur. I got that from Akhenaten Hotep. So this idea that black folks don't work together, I'm going to cuss right now, that's bullshit. What we do is a lot of us that do work together, we're not out cheerleading, we're not out being flashy, we're not out putting it on social media, but black folks do work together. And so I watch individuals talk and have these conversations on these podcasts, on different platforms, and one is kind of muddling in the mud and marinating in the mud, and I don't like to do that. I just don't. I'm not about negativity. I really understand vibration and frequency and how an individual that can come into a space, they bring the energy down, they bring the clouds, they bring the darkness, they bring the storm. But I also understand too, when there's individuals who come into a space, they bring a light. And a lot of this shit that I see on social media, you have individuals bringing negative energy. You got to shut that down quick. Shut that down quick. Matter of fact, when it comes to family, friends, co-workers, social media, what you watch on TV, what you watch on movies, if it's nutrition, and if it's not feeding you in a good way, you need to pull out a scalpel, not a katana, which is what samurais do, but a scalpel. You want a surgical cut that's precise and shut it down. The kind of energy you want around you is positive. The nutrition you want is feeding you, making you bigger, stronger, faster, smarter, more logical, more with reasoning. So no slam on Tyrese and his commentary, and maybe he's trying to play the chess game of putting that out there to throw folks off. But the idea that African Americans do not work together, that's a complete lie. I've had a diverse group of clientele as a personal trainer and a coach, and my folks have supported me. Different opportunities have come my way. It was because of someone who happened to be African American and some others as well. So this narrative that we don't support each other, maybe in his world, he needs to change who he hang around with. But the folks I'm around and the folks that's around me and me, I support other folks. Business-wise, what I know how to do. Hell, individual that's been in jail or had a car breakdown, I've been there. So the idea that the black community as a whole, we don't support each other, we don't do this, we don't do that, man, that's not true. That's not true. And quite frankly, what I know is a lot of folks just going about living their lives, doing what they need to do, and not out here trying to make it a spectacle. They're living life. They're doing what they doing what they need to do, or doing what they have to do so they can do what they want to do. So I just want to put that out there. Oh, Jazz. Not trying to slam Tyrese, but with his whole situation with his ex-wife and his money and everything else, I don't know. Maybe he needs to come talk to me. Cause quite frankly, at 61 and where I am physically, spiritually, intellectually, and on every level, I'm a different kind of animal. All these machines are trying to be artificial and artificial intelligence. I'm more like a human being that's trying to be like a machine. Logical and critical thinking and reasoning. So this Glenn Andrews, boom, good with the Predator on there. Hills and Kings, don't believe the hype. We do support each other. And young brothers, you don't ask permission for your existence. That's granted, that was given a long time ago by your mom and dad. Then you talk to God, Allah, whoever your spiritual connection is with, is between you and them. All these human beings on this planet is nothing but bone, blood, and flesh. You don't ask for permission to exist. This is Glenn Andrews, Heroes and Kings.